Going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're here tonight with the final race in the Xfinity Series, Homestead, the championship. I'm joined by Tiggs here. Tiggs, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm doing great, man. It's going to be a lot of fun watching these guys. What do you think?
Yeah, if it's anything like last night, it'll be interesting. Me and you had the opportunity to run last night. It was fast, a lot of passing, a lot of dive bombing, a lot of crossovers. I think it'll even be more in this series because they're a little bit easier to drive, and plus you could drive them harder.
Yep. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings in stage 3.
Yeah. I'm pulling for my boy Chase. That's who I want to win, is Chase.
Yeah, that's our team car there in the 20. Um, he didn't pick me last night, so I'm upset with him. So I'm picking 42. I'm picking Wildcats tonight.
I picked Wildcat last week. I said he'd be tough. I
And he
think,
was tough.
yeah. I'd like to see, I'll tell you the truth, I'd like to see old Ghost win the race and then Chase finish second.
Now that would be cool. I'd like to see Ghost win too. And so, if you haven't been following our Xfinity series, we have 5 championship drivers tonight. That's number 1, Joey Doucette. Number 22, Chris Pendle. Number 7 of Dean Clavitt. Number 20 of Chase Emerson. And then Andrew Bolander in the number 42 Wildcats. And then we got a good field though, so anybody can win the race. But those 5 are competing for the championship tonight. No points, winner take all. And Tiggs, you got the 20.
Yep. Yeah, if I was a betting man, that's who I'd bet on.
Well, it's definitely a stacked series, and the 22, the 7, and the 20 have been dominant all year long. And the 42 car has been that car where he seems like at times he's elite right there with him. And at times he's chasing him just a little bit. But he just won
Hmm.
2 out of the 3 playoff races. And he just showed us that he is elite. And he is going to be a
Oh, yeah.
factor tonight, you know?
And last week he was more than elite. He was platinum
Yeah, he
because
put a
he
butt whooping on
kept
him.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, and then Doucette there in the 1 car, he's kind of the dark horse to win the championship. He's got just as good a shot as anybody else, but he's not going to be the guy who's favored. But he's also going to be that guy who's not going to go away. He's not going to make it easy. He's going to have a legitimate chance tonight. So it'll be fun to see if he can pull off the upset.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got the 7 car. The 7 car led the points early in the year with me driving until I moved up. Would be kind of nice, I guess, to see the 7 car win the championship just because of number. But
Yeah, I
I'd much
guess.
rather see Chase win it.
Heck yeah. Got a 1-2 with ABR in the Cup Series yesterday. It'd be nice to see a ABR car take tonight, too.
Yeah, yeah, we figured you would be the one. It was you against the field.
It was a fun race, man. It was anybody's race there at the end. It was a
Oh
good
yeah.
time. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Thanks for joining us tonight, man. We appreciate it. These guys are in qualifying right now, and I would think they're taking the checkered flag right now. Or they got another lap yet, so just a couple more minutes and we'll get an invite to the race. And I've asked the guys to politely do a pace lap for us so we can be up to date right from the get-go. So hopefully they stick to that. And hopefully Pendle is running in the top 5 so we can see the front runners. Okay.
Seven, the 7 of Dean seems to think he's got a real good lap.
Okay, so that's your potential pole setter there. What do you think's the key to winning tonight, Tiggs? Man, fill us in.
I think the guy that stays out of trouble and has the least amount of damage. I mean, everybody knows you can repair it, but you never repair it to 100%. So if you could get a guy, I think one of the 3 of the 5 contenders are probably going to try to not get no damage. And at the end, if you got 100%, that's the way it's going to be. You're not really going to get any tire strategy unless it's, you got a pit with maybe 10 to go or something like that. You might, but if it's more than 13 to go or so, you're going to take 4 tires because they wear so much here.
Now, what's your thought on fuel? Is there any fuel saving at Homestead?
Not really. Maybe a half a lap over a run, I think. I don't know. And I'm one of the guys that actually roll out of it quite a bit, getting in the corner.
Okay.
I noticed like last night you guys were driving in harder than me, but there wasn't no much difference in saving the fuel. It's just...
Yeah, some tracks are like that. Some tracks you can save a bunch, some tracks you can't save any.
Let's see who got the pole. Who got the pole?
JT Racer. JT Racer is not in the Championship 5 tonight, but he has been very, very strong in the last few weeks. And to see him win would be nice and not a surprise. Well, hopefully the boys send us a invite here. And Michael, I appreciate it, buddy, but we're broadcasting tonight. No racing from us.
They're having to back out and do a new lobby because OP accidentally put it on public.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Yeah, Michael, see you commenting down there. We're actually not racing tonight. We're just broadcasting here on this channel. The Xfinity Series. Normally I drive the 20 car, and Tigger normally drives the 2 car in the Cup Series. And tonight we're just broadcasting, having a good time.
All right, we got JT Racer with the pole, Dean in the 7 car second, Ghostly Rider third, Pendle fourth, Wildcat sixth, and Chase Emerson sandbagging qualifying 8th.
Chase likes to ride in the back, don't he? He just likes to save his car.
Yep.
I've seen that strategy work and not work. It's kind of a toss-up,
I can tell you that last week where were we last week?
Loudon.
Chicago? No, for the Cup.
Oh, Cup Series. Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, it doesn't work there.
Yeah.
Because I purposely tried to run dead last and still got caught up in people's wrecks.
Those are some high-speed wrecks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago was a lot of fun. I'd say the one wild card we had in the playoffs was Sonoma, which is an odd playoff track.
Yeah.
And I think Michigan was our first one. That was a nice big open track to race on. And so Michigan and Chicagoland were good. Sonoma was good for me, but it's a odd track to have for playoffs.
I'm thinking they ought to just take the road courses out.
Even the regular season?
Oh yeah.
Just be done with them.
Opie sends me an invite, I accept it, and it's at the beginning of the thing.
I see that. I'm sure Chase will send us one too here. And I can send you one too once I get in there. Looks like they're about 30 seconds away from takeoff. This is probably on a delay. So I'd assume we can join a lot sooner, but I'm still going to play it safe.
All right, good luck, fellas. Just so you know, in the broadcast, I picked Chase to win the championship.
Are they loading in now?
Yeah, they got 10 seconds left. We should be getting an invite any
Okay.
second here.
I just didn't know how behind this. Okay, so it's not behind at all right now. Okay.
Go, Ghost. Don't move. Go for the win.
Already got some guys being gun shy in there.
Wow, Ghost is just like, congratulations, all the championship contenders. If I'm in your way, let me know and I'll move. And then they said, if you're leading, he said, well, hell no, I ain't getting out of your bleepy bleepy way if I'm leading. Which he ran with us last night, and he was pretty good about getting out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. So the field is getting sorted out right now. They had to back out of the lobby and get back into it, so they got to reclaim their qualifying position. And they're not doing that great of a job at that at the moment. So Opie's just going to start in the middle. At this rate, they're going to have to do another pace lap.
Opie says, Bendel said, what position you start? Opie says fourth. He said, no, I qualified fourth. Are you sure? And they said, no, Opie, you qualified eighth. That's a big...
Yeah.
I'd call that jumping to start.
Yeah. So here we come to the green flag, the last race of the season, the Xfinity Championship on the line. And we are green flag.
Let's see how we go. They dive into one. Looks like the 15 and the 28 are going to prevail for the top two spots.
Sure does. That bottom line looks steady.
Whoa.
JT Racers jumping out to a lead here with Mike Petrin right behind him, man. He is
Ghost going
he's
for the
serious.
lead.
Yeah. We got a little loose. Must have just touched the seam there. And JT Racer leads lap 1 in the 15 car. He's going to be fast tonight. He's showing it early.
I tell you what, he was fast last week too. Until they all had to pit at the end, he got a different strategy, but he was right there with Dean and Wildcats last week.
Oh, he caught a whole lot of seam there coming out of 2, but he made it look good. As JT leads him around out of turn 4. Here to start lap 3. And he's looking good to do it. Pendle moving up to the second spot on the outside of Dean Clavitt here. As we are 19 laps to go in stage 1.
One car, you said, he's mired back in traffic.
He sure does. He's got a wall in front of him, don't he?
Oh, we got a...
Oh! Doucette gets loose.
No, we got a wreck. Huh?
I think it was just a one-car incident. No caution.
Yeah, they're calling a caution though.
Oh, they are? Okay, so caution at the line, I assume. Looks like we got Pendle in second, Wildcats third, Petrin fourth, and that looks like Clavitt in fifth there in that 7 car. I don't know if he's just kind of getting settled in or if he's just tiptoeing here early.
You got to give Doucette a attaboy because he was the only car that spun, and they called a caution. He said, "I'm the only car that spun." And they're like, "Yeah, but there was other cars involved," which technically the rule is 2 cars had to spin, but
Yes.
He's an honest guy trying to be honest, and they're like, don't complain, take the caution. 99% of us would have been like, no, there was 2 cars, it's fun.
Yeah, that's good to do set there, but when they call a caution and it goes your way, might as well take advantage of it.
All right, they're going to pit here.
Okay.
We think 4 tires.
Yeah, I would, because it's so early. It's a 00 stayed out. Who's in that 00? That's what it looks like Pendle's taking here. It's 4 tires.
00, is that RSH?
He switched car numbers? I thought he was in the 11. Oh, NASCAR switched to the 00. Okay, that makes sense. Pendle's going to win the race off pit road, followed by JT Racer, and it looks like the set's third. He must have did a 2-tire deal to get track position.
Yeah, because he had the third day.
He's still mowing the lawn there.
He looks like Jake the Snake from last night.
Yeah. Up, down, wall grass.
Jake had quite a few moments where it was, oh man, I didn't mean that. Oh man, oh crap, I'm loose.
I think he hit me on like lap 3. So I assume that was the restart right there?
No, because they're still talking about choosing something.
Okay, I was going to say, they didn't get organized very well.
No, here we go, they're lining up now.
Oh, they're just catching up to the 00. Okay. So NASCAR is actually your leader. He is in the 00.
It looks like the 22. Oh, he might be second. Why would the 00 choose the outside to restart?
Well, technically the rules are you're not allowed to choose your lane because game cautions only give you the bottom. So manual cautions, you're not allowed to take the outside if you can't do it fairly on every caution. So they're at a little bit of a rules violation right now. They had a 1-car spin and threw a yellow, and now they got the starting order jacked up here.
Well, if he did choose the outside, he's gonna penalize himself for it.
Yes, he is. And Pendle to the lead.
Which hopefully in Heat 4 they'll fix that restart and make the tracks that you can run the top where you can run them in the game too.
I got to throw some PJ1 up there.
Yeah.
So JT gets super
JT
loose. Oh, he hung on to it though. I think we're seeing a car with a lot of speed and not much stability. He might have that thing set up to qualify.
Yeah, he might have borrowed the 14 Cup car setup.
I think so.
And so you got one real smart guy. He's about 20 to 25 car lengths back from the pack.
Is that Chase?
Yes, sir.
He's just
smart, but he's
just saving his race car, waiting for stage 3.
We have another caution.
Is it Doucette again?
Oh, now they're calling a caution on contact.
Huh. Well,
I think we're gonna have to have a rules meeting before next season.
I think so.
I mean, I'm good with the 1 car, but it's got to be the same in every series, I guess.
Yep.
But this is their playground. We already had our playground, so let them run their playground the way they want.
Very true. And it appears that Wildcats beat JT back to the line, so he's going to start second here. Unless they go down to pit road. I did not catch the lap counter.
I would have stopped and let him get back by me.
Yeah, take that bottom groove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be a give you your best shot to pass that 22 coming out of turn 2 right at the start.
Mm-hmm. Pit road's open. Let's see how many of them come. Gonna have at least one stay out, it looks like. Two stay out.
NASCAR stayed out again.
The rest of the field comes in. That's I don't know if I would do that.
Yeah, that's it is stage 1, so it is time to experiment right now, you know. And I think we're gonna have about a 10-lap shootout once they get going.
'22 car looks like he's got a little bit of trouble on the left rear. Oh, guy falls down. He's gone away.
One of his crewmen fell down.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing I
animated.
don't understand is why they do timed pit stops on a simulated pit crew.
Got Ghostly Rider pulling a Mitch move.
He merged a little early, did he?
Yeah, he just comes straight out on the track while everybody else has to take that tricky access road.
He says, "Go ahead, start me in the rear." Okay, that's going to put Dean to the lead here for this restart. With NASCAR on his outside, Pendle starting third, JT fourth, RSH fifth, Jason in the 3 car. He's showing he's got a little speed here, starting in the 6th spot.
Whoa, boy! Either he
Looked like a super delayed reaction, didn't it?
If I was in the race, that restart would be under review.
Yep.
Well, you had one last night, but you were nice enough to lift after you were in turn 1 by the time we got the line.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. If you give the spot back, no harm, no foul, you know, right?
Yeah. Here comes the 7 and 22, take the lead.
Yeah,
JT Racer trying to follow him. 00 gets in the wall a little bit there.
I don't think Pendo wants to ride either. He's looking like he might want to jump out and pass that 7 if he can. So the 7 car's only got about 3 laps on his tires. 22's got 4 fresh tires. So we'll see if them 3 laps make any difference.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, 3 laps, that's anywhere from 6 to 10% of tire wear. Depending on how your car's handling.
It's going to show up, just when and where.
Yeah.
So Dean doing a good job holding him off. He looks a smidgen tight. And I'm sure a lot of it has...
The car looks pretty good.
Yeah, he does. Looks like his car will turn wherever he wants it to also. He don't got to run one line.
Now they're teammates, ain't they? The 22 and the 7?
I think next season they are. Right now they're not. The 7 car drives for Opie's team there on Steel City. So Dean drifts high. Oh, JT got loose again.
JT Racer, he's going down the motorhome lot to get a cold beer, it looks like.
Yeah, he is.
Must have been a woman laying out on top of her motorhome. He got a little excited.
Got caught looking.
Ghostly Rider making an aggressive move to pick up 3 spots.
See if we can jump back there and find him here.
See that 22 car, he's kind of like my car was last night and your car. We could hold the bottom without getting stupid. And a lot of them guys that can't hold the bottom without getting real loose.
This should be coming to 4 to go right here, and these guys are pushing it really hard for stage 1 here.
22 car shoving the 7.
Did he touch the wall a little bit on outside of there, or did he just get close?
Just a minute thing or
Okay.
These new carbon composite bodies. They're popping right back out. I'm telling you, the 22, He's just messing with him. He's going to end up getting him.
And this should be for about 3 to go, I would believe, at the line. My, the broadcast I'm watching to find the laps is about to be lapped by the live race. Like, that's how far it is behind. So he should be coming to 2 to go. Looks like Pendle's backed off a little bit. I don't think Dean's outrunning him. I think that 22 just backed up. Let that 7 car think he's fast here.
Yeah, because stages don't mean nothing tonight.
Nope.
It did for him in the season, which was weird that it didn't for us. Ooh, whoever that is in third. Is that Wildcats in third? He looks kind of squirrely.
Yeah, it is Wildcats in third and JT in fourth.
Ghostly Rat are trying to psych out his competition, saying, just think about it like this. Anytime you get passed by Ghost, you know you're doing something wrong.
That Ghost has got a good sense of humor. So this should be the final lap.
You got that real smart guy about a whole straightaway behind.
Just lurking.
He's just smiling, riding around.
That should have been it right there. That should be Dean, stage 1 winner. Pendle in second. Wildcats, I believe, did end up third, or did JT get by him?
Looks like Wildcats third and Ghost fourth.
Oh, well, that'd be sweet. Yeah, Ghost routed to the 4th spot. Congratulations, Ghost. JT 5th. RSH in 6th. So, no doubt about it. Full fuel and 4 tires. Let's re-rack them and run stage 2. Can you hear that squealing?
No.
I got a bird stuck in my chimney.
I'm going to go try to get some updates on the handling.
Alright, sounds good. So we're getting ready to restart the race here. Looks like the 7 car out front, 22 in second. Wildcats third, Ghost fourth. So they sail off into turn 1 here. Wildcats is going to take the 2nd spot. JT Racer's looking to get the 3rd spot away from Pendle. And that's 2 championship cars in 1st and 2nd, and the 7 and the 42. NASCAR giving a big push to JT on the backstretch, trying to get him even with that 42 car. And it looks like it worked for the moment, but he's not going to be able to make it stick. And Dean looks like he's running a good smooth line, but these guys are going to stay sucked right up to him with that draft. And I know Wildcats wants to stay right there.
In the back, Duchette spun around and killed the wall.
No caution for this one?
It's probably best I don't tell you what they just announced in the Discord.
All right.
Because now they said it's just 1 car around, so we're not having a caution.
So the rules are back in place for stage 2. So the 42 is doing a good job hanging with Dean here, but his car doesn't look like Pendle's did behind Dean, where Pendle could go wherever he wanted to go. Looks like the 42 is just kind of a one-trick pony there, running the top side.
The 20 has passed the car.
Oh, man.
He must be getting bored.
Yep. He passed our league owner Opie there in the 9.
Here comes JT Racer. He's got the speed. He just needs a little stability.
Yep. And maybe a push on that bottom side. No, he's going to catch Dean's draft for a second, but then Dean's going to go right back up in that 42. That'd be something if JT won the race tonight.
Oh yeah, he's made more no left turns than anybody I've ever seen.
Yep.
Duchette's going a lap down here. He must have hit it.
That might be two, actually.
Which it may not hurt him if they have to pit and he can make it on one stop. He'll then only remain one lap down and get it back at the end of the stage.
That's a good point.
But if it was too early, he would have to do like a small gas and go to try to stay one down. Oh, there goes JT again, going down to visit his beer buddy in the infield.
Eventually he's going to get that part of the track figured out.
Yeah.
So it's Dean out front, Wildcat second, Pendle in third, NASCAR fourth, JT Racer in fifth. Pendle is now looking on the inside of Wildcats for second spot. Was.
They're bragging in the Discord about it being all Miller top 5.
That 7 car is a Steel City car. Until the last lap is run here.
Yeah. It's easier to have them all up front when the numbers are 5-1, 5-2.
Exactly. So we gotta be close.
Quantity, we go for quality.
Exactly. So here at the line should be 11 laps to go in stage 2. And I have no idea what kind of fuel these guys have right now. See, Doucette is a lap or 2 down. Just hanging out, hoping he can get those back. That's Robert, RSH, Jason in the 3, and Ghost, all battling for 6th place here in a wad.
I'll tell you what, if the 15 car, if he would pit, when he pits, if he'd go up like 1 or 2 clicks on the wedge and take about a half a pound out of the right rear, he'll be a bullet, because then he could come off the corner without doing that duck hook.
Yes. Relay that in the Discord. Just say, hey, let me help you out.
Everybody else mute me.
Yeah. Oh man, look at this. C Workman is commented on our broadcast here. He's saying C-Dub Steel City is bringing it home tonight. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. I'm just playing with that 7 car right now. And Tiggs, since Workman's watching, appreciate you watching, Cody. But you're dethroned, man. You're no longer the champion. You got to scoot over. Your history now. You're the 17 champ.
Yeah. At least your former team members could finish 1-2 for you. Since you just deserted us. Don't
yeah,
talk to us no more.
What a difference the start of a season to the end of a season makes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Dean looking strong out front. Wildcats has been holding off Pendle for about 5 laps. Well, Pendle lost the spot.
Car because with them 4 lined up, and none of them made a move unless they just all have made a deal not to make a move on each other.
And Cody here, he says, yeah, but I'll forever be the first one. That's true. The inaugural Elite Racing Series champ, Cody Workman. Now over at MBN.
That's because me and Mitch wasn't in the league, Cody.
Oh. Got the guys in the booth going after the fans now. What race? Now we appreciate you checking in, Cody.
He's a good driver. You got to give him credit. He's fast.
Oh, for sure. I still got that damn bird chirping in my ear, man. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, here we go now. See, JT don't want to just ride around. He wants to race.
He is. He goes right by Pendle. I guess I could change the camera here.
That Johnny Davis Flex Seal number 15. Oh, he might be the Flex Shot. See if I can get on his camera.
Yeah, let's change up the camera here. So we got Dean. He's running that Whiskey River car. Do you remember anything significant about that Whiskey River car, Tiggs?
Yeah, because I remember that's the car that won the Daytona race this year.
Okay, well that's good to know. Tiggs there drove this car at Daytona and won, but I was also going to say Dean drove this car at Richmond where he picked up his first win this year. Maybe he's using it for mojo here.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
Now Dean has been running this. Oh, go ahead.
This 15 car, he's got something for him. Well, as I say that, he plows the fence.
Oh, Dean just touched the fence.
Oh, so did the Wildcats.
Wildcats got a little run here. This is going to be good. And NASCAR and that 00 is looking strong.
Oh, Dean's gotten tight, boy.
I can't tell if Pendle is struggling with the setup issue and his tires are gone, or if he's hanging out. But if that's a setup issue for him, he's in trouble.
Yeah, because he's fell way back. Oh,
So
Wildcats in the wall.
Oh, boy. They're all getting tight. This should be 2 to go right there at the stripe.
Every one of them's getting tight except for that Flex Shot car. He's still a little free, so I'm telling you, if he'd make that minor adjustment.
That's because his car's so damn loose at the start, it tightens up for him.
I know, but I'm saying he's still a little loose. If he'd just make that little minor adjustment, he'd be lights out.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta really let the Discord man help him out. So this should be 1 to go here. NASCAR is catching Dean, and
the 00 is saying his right front tire is down to 24%.
Ooh, that's no good. Here comes JT on the bottom of the 00. And if Dean isn't too careful, he's going to get passed by, 15. Wasn't able to get a good run there. All that momentum was on the top side. But look at the 00 go to the bottom. Side by side, coming out of turn 4. And it's going to be Dean by half a car. That was a great end to stage 2, man. I can't wait for stage 3 now.
He's like, can we just end it now?
Yeah, exactly. So because this is the Xfinity series, I saw they were handing out participation trophies, and they had like ponies and rainbows on them and stuff. That was in the chat earlier today. I think Chase said he was sending them out. Everybody had to sign it or something. I can't remember. But good for them. So pit stops are about to take place. This is going to be full fuel, 2 tires, no doubt about it. Everybody used up all their stuff there on that last run. And Pendle beat the 7 off of pit road. His pit crew is fast tonight.
Pendle did not pit. Pendle did not pit.
Pendle messed up.
Pendle missed the pit.
Okay, well that makes sense. That's going to hurt him.
Now we have Duchette around in the wall, and we're back to the 1 car only caution roll.
Okay. JT Racer is looking hungry. He just bumped Dean.
That is a huge break for Pendle.
Oh, it was a caution?
Yes.
For what?
Because he did not pit. He did not pit under the caution.
Did you see what the caution was for?
Yeah, Duchette on the start. Duchette got spun out.
So another single car caution. This time it's one car.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
And when they were under the end of the stage caution, Pendo was messing with his air pressures, and everybody was yelling at him to pit, and he didn't hear them, and he missed pitting.
Oh man.
So you know what that tells us, right? He had his air pressure so high that his car started out good, and then it went away a bunch at the end of the run.
That's what I'm gonna guess, because he faded hard at the end of that run.
There we got the 3 cars staying out. I don't know
Yes.
why third stage. My opinion, third stage. Every time you get an opportunity to take fuel. That way it almost takes the fuel mileage game out of it.
Well, he wants some TV time here for the 3 in Advil. We're gonna give it to him right here. Jason Ashby, I believe, is his name. Seems like a very nice person. Chatted with him a little bit. Good racer. And, man, he's going to stay out front, and he's going to lead this next restart here. He's looking for a good finish today.
Man, there's a lot of strategy.
Things getting shook up.
Looks like out of the cars that pitted, Dean's going to come out first. Ghostly Rider second.
And what's going on, Dean Prince? That was a crazy end to stage 2.
00 third, 15 will be fourth out of the cars that pitted. Then the 11, then it looks like Wildcat. Or maybe Wildcat to come out fourth. Yeah, Wildcat come out fourth. 00 come out seventh. Opie eighth, and the Lone Ranger. He's still messing around, but he's got to get going. He ain't got much time left. We don't know, because I think when third stage started, I would have. Oh, JT Racer coming back down pit road.
Something must have happened again. I'm gonna guess they must have run into each other or something, huh?
Yeah, we got JT Racer, Pendle, the 00, and the 20 all on pit road.
So we got Dean here throwing us a few comments out there. Yeah, he's saying that 7 car looks crazy strong. Dean is the Mick. He drives the 18 in the Cup Series. So shout out to Mick.
I thought he was joining us in the booth tonight.
He had something going on where he couldn't, but apparently he's able at least to watch the broad league.
There you go. All them. I think maybe the 15 and the 22, they pulled a Fujimo where they wanted to just pit to fix more damage like last night and got a free extra lap, which we're going to talk to Fuji about that. I think he needs to buy everybody dinner for screwing us over on that deal.
He said he would. I think he said beers too.
Yeah. I know he'll take us to Rockingham because he knows how to get there.
Every once a week.
That's his track of the week.
Guess what track I'm at, guys? Oh, we love Fujimo.
The league would not be nowhere near as interesting if Fuji wasn't in it. I can promise you that.
They're going green. The 3 car gets a good jump, and he's leading this thing going into turn 1.
He's going. And look, okay, just as I stated, here comes
that 20 getting a little bigger.
Trouble. Here he comes.
Boy, look at Ghost get a run. Ghost is going for the lead on the bottom. That 3 car Jason, he is holding strong on the top. And he's going to lead this lap with Ghost looking on the inside. Got RSH in at 11. He's waiting for somebody to make... Oh, Ghost just touched the apron. Almost right up into his teammate in the 20.
Yeah, I think it's going to be nice to let the 20 go, I hope.
Here comes Wildcats jumping to the outside. That 42.
Let him go, Ghost.
That 3 car's doing a good job holding his line up front.
We're good. Pendle's going by him now. Looks like JT Racer went from battling for a lead.
Ooh, the 11 bumped the 3 and got a little loose. Sorry, Tiggs, I didn't mean to talk over you, buddy.
All right, we got 3 still leading to Jason. 42 Wildcats.
Oh, he's going high.
For the lead on the outside. He'll clear that with the momentum. The 7 was looking to try to follow him, but the 3 closes the door. Now the 7 dives down to the inside. 7 will make the pass for second.
New leader, 42.
I don't know. Maybe not. Let's say a new second place car in the. Oh, maybe not, because they might line up and draft him. No, they're going to.
Dean's trying to go back under him. Dean. Oh, and the 3 car goes to the wall hard.
Oh.
That looks like JT getting squirrely back there. And Chase is able to get second spot here. He's going to try to hunt down Wildcats. Oh, and the 7 car and the 20 Dean, touch. Oh.
Dean just tried to take out his buddy.
He sure did.
Dean said he didn't touch the. Oh, now the caution's out. Must be a half a car around. Because we didn't see nobody go around.
Nope.
So the commentators are calling BS on that caution.
Yup. Yeah, we got some. We got
the
some.
20 apologized to the 3, said sorry, and the 3 in a real loud voice said, "You were not clear."
I don't blame him, man. He was running up front, looking good, yeah.
Well, they were 3 wide. I don't think the 20 did on purpose. Chase.
Oh,
not
no.
that he's perfect, but Chase ain't a guy to just take you out. If he hits you, it was an accident.
Definitely, yeah. Chase is a good racer for sure.
In case you all didn't know, all these guys are moving up next year. We're going to combine the 2 series and run 1 series. Not sure how I feel about that, really, because I like running these cars once in a while. They're fun to drive.
Yeah, I'm sure 2 series can be set up again in the future, but we do have to bring up, this has got to be a developmental series, the Xfinity. And right now, we've got a lot of Cup guys running in it. And it makes it not a developmental series at that point. So, looks like NASCAR just topped off with fuel.
Yeah, he did that or 2 tires. Pendle looks like may win the actual 4 tire right now. He didn't. Well, Kevin said he can't get a good pit stop to save it.
Kevin Bullock, apparently you got a fan, Tiggs. He goes, "You sucks, Tiggs." Laugh out loud.
Wow. Compliment the guy for being in the league, tell him how much fun he makes it, and he badmouths.
Mainly just you.
Okay, yeah. We won't mention all the times you've taken people out, Fujimo, and nobody said a word, but that's okay. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast. We appreciate it. I'm sure it's past your bedtime. You can go to bed.
Yeah. Finish up your Chinese dinner. Hit the hay.
Yeah, it's either Chinese or it's Hardee's, one of the 2.
Oh, now he's giving it to me. Now I say Mitch Diamond cheats.
I will agree with that. He's been known to cut pit road and use his bumper and stuff like that, but it's all a part of racing.
Yeah,
it's all a part of racing.
I got into Tiggs a little bit yesterday. Apologize again there, Tiggs.
They are calling each other names in the Discord chat.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what we need. We need a little anger, a little aggression.
And it's not like, hey, buddy, friend, pal.
Okay.
It's some F-bombs and some other stuff.
Ooh. It's going to make the racing good if that's the case here. Dean looking at the inside of Pendle, but Pendle's got a lot of cars behind him.
I just texted Ghost and I said, no matter what happens, you better push the 20.
Right. Text him again and say, don't text and drive.
Oh, he won't respond. He's not that talented.
And Kevin Bullock said we got some boys going to the hauler tonight, and that might be the case here. Pendle's got a car length here over NASCAR in that 00, but NASCAR will close that up here real quick. And we are at 40. Looks to be 39 laps to go when they hit the line.
So they got to pit at least one more time.
Yeah, if not two. So it'll be 39 right now.
If it was me, I'm sure you might. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think on a track like this, the way tires are, I'd probably try to break it in half.
Yeah, very true.
Because even though the front 4 or 5 guys are lined up, you get by yourself. If you got a good car and get in a rhythm, you can run almost the same times. Because they're not going to stay completely lined up. So they're not, Uh-oh, here comes the 20 on the outside.
He's looking racy. He gets the outside. Oh, they're 3 wide. Dean's on the bottom in the 7. NASCAR's in the middle in the 00. Chase got a good run on the outside, though.
Oh, the 00 does a smart thing and backs off. What a nice guy.
Yep,
nice.
He's not running for the championship, and that's a class act there, NASCAR.
I'm telling you right now, the 7 and the 20, they're either going to do one of the 2 F things. One rhymes with right and one rhymes with duck. because they're getting awful close to each other.
The one thing I noticed about the 7 car is he keeps trying to run that bottom underneath those guys to pass them, and he is going to chew off his tires about 10 laps quicker than the rest of them if he keeps running that line this early.
Mm-hmm.
See, Pendle's going to the bottom to get some, using that slick part of the track to help the car turn, and he turned it a little too much because Chase is going 3 wide for the lead with Wildcats on the outside. Pendle back to 4th. Wildcats, your new leader. Chase is digging hard on the bottom, though.
How long? Here comes the 20.
Now the
20's going to get freight train, and I think honestly all them guys realize he's got a damn good car now.
Yeah, they got to look out for him now. But Pendle goes to the bottom here with the 20 and slid up. I think Pendle's got some chassis issues, and it's hurting his tire wear.
Yeah, and that's strange because normally he's pretty much spot on.
Yep. Oh, looks like Wildcats might have just touched the wall. Ooh.
He's going to go
hard
from first to last.
Chase diving down to the bottom under the 7 here.
Oh, we got a big wreck. Caution's out. Caution is out.
Ooh, the 11 car just got smoked. That's Robert, the RSH machine. Looks like he's all right in there. Can't zoom in anymore.
American Badass. He's got to step his program up a little bit. You can't get on 4 minutes before the race and say, "Hey, I don't have a setup."
He's got some fenders to work on here.
Yeah, he's
got a smashed nose. So, looks like Dean has the lead with Chase in 2nd, Pendle in 3rd. Those are 3 championship racers right now going for it. JT Racer in 4th here. His car don't look terrible. He's got a couple dings in her, but that ain't nothing.
So what do you do here? You're down to probably, 32 to go maybe?
Yeah, I say 4 tires and fuel, man. This track just loves 4 tires. Looks like Opie stayed out in that 9 car.
Now, whoever was just saying they got 21 seconds worth of damage, so that was pretty brutal.
That's probably the 11 car. He got smoked.
Yeah.
That or the 3-car. The 3-car's one to hit him. One of them two had some serious damage.
I had that in the first stage last night. I rode around with 63% aero.
That's tough to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's and then knowing you gotta run long enough to make it to where you can make it on a pit stop. Oh, Dean's cussing.
Uh-oh. His pit crew must have been slow.
Yeah. But looks like Chase won the race off pit road.
Okay, so he'll start outside of Opie.
And it looked like JT Racer come out after him. Then Dean. They're going to have to make another lap because they're waiting on the number 11 RPM salvage yard.
Yeah, he should be able to get her patched straight up and be ready to go.
It looked a lot like Fujimo in that last caution. I don't know.
I think so. You know why Fujimo runs the 88, right? Because the 88 looks the same whether it's sideways, right side up, or upside down.
I can believe that. As a
He's
matter
like,
of fact, didn't he go upside down last night?
It did. He was like, that car number fits my driving style. That's why I like to run 88. You can always tell what number I am.
Alright, so it looks like we got Opie in the lead. Chase second. JT Racer third. Dean will be fourth. Pendle fifth. Jason sixth. Ghostly Rider seventh. NASCAR eighth.
Doucette, he's going to start 7.5.
Yeah, Doucette will be ninth. Wildcat 10th. And RPM will be 11th.
Okay. Guess we should start paying attention to that lap counter now as we get close to the end.
They're getting ready to go green here.
Alright. So the 9-car leads him off. Chase with just a so-so restart. He's maxed a little bit too much. Now JT's gonna move up in front of him.
Pendle. We're gonna be three wide in the corner.
Yep.
Maybe 4 wide.
So Pendle to the lead now. Chase up to second. See if he can clear JT, and he can.
Unless
Pendle just touched a wall.
Big. Oh, we got a big wreck. The 7 cars involved in it. 11.
Oh, the 00 of NASCAR's turning around in the front straightaway.
Can't quite hear who said that, but the 00, somebody said they were sorry they got the wall and caused it all. But 00 is still stuck on the wall. The 42's.
Wildcats, yeah. This one's an in-game caution right here.
Oh, the 9 come off the wall. It sounds like Opie.
No, he's making things interesting.
Dean is frustrated. He's sighing and screaming and hooting and hollering.
I don't blame him. He's got a good car and he's stuck. So, okay. We should be about 28 laps to go here on the...
Somebody didn't pit there.
That's Chase. Or did Chase pit? No, he had to have pit.
It's like the 11 didn't pit, nor the 28.
Okay.
Chase must have pitted because he's third.
Well, Ghost
Chase.
pitted. Ghost might have just took 2 tires.
Yeah, he might have. Here comes Chase. Chase is going to go for the lead. Oh, we're wrecking again. We've got a big one in the back.
Oh, boy.
1 car. The 3.
The 9.
Looks like the 7 may have got a little bit of it. I'm not sure.
So that looks like it's going to be another in-game caution here. So the game's throwing them out.
Somebody said they had a seam that somebody had been talking about. Well, that seam's been there for the first 120 laps.
Oh, that poor 42 car is stuck in the back now.
Yeah, he was battling for the victory, and now he's. And you know what he's saying because we've all said it. They even say it on TV when you get in the back. I mean, I don't want to say it because I respect all of our racers.
Yep.
People feel different when they get in the back.
So we're looking at about 24, 25 laps to go. These guys can go 20 laps on fuel. But I think we're going to have a bunch more cautions.
We're going green again, and we got a wreck already.
Looked like Ghost didn't get going. Okay, so Chase is your leader with NASCAR in the 00. Following behind
Dean
him.
Back in third now.
You know Dean is going to be aggressive.
NASCAR getting a run on the 20. Chase got that momentum off the high line.
And Chase's
I'm sure
car.
Chase could run a little faster lap probably if he would enter lower, but he's probably just trying to save his tires.
We got cars turned around in the back.
Oh yeah, we got
like the one car, 28 to 15.
Oh, the 28 is destroyed now. Somebody clipped the apron. How many laps to go, fellas?
This is gonna be about 20.
They're in the chat now saying the 20 looks pretty good.
Ask them how many green flag laps are left to go.
When they go back to green, about 18 to go.
So this fuel run here will get them to the end. But we're probably going to have about 5 more cautions.
Well, it looks like some people stayed out. Dean didn't pit. 00 didn't pit.
Oof.
Our boy, he's smart though. He pitted and got him 4 tires and some fuel. Look at him.
The championship move right there. Yep.
Oh, and he's
what's he doing? Oh, get back on track.
I don't want to speculate, but.
And the 20 car hits the apron, goes all the way to the back.
Well, we're good. We're gonna have another wreck here in just a second. I promise you.
He's hopefully not right in front of him here. Let's watch him go through traffic. Here he goes, the outside of the 1. Oh boy. Outside of the 9.
I don't know if
see if we can turn with him here.
A theme park and ride a roller coaster. That's scary looking.
He gets a smidgen loose after turn 2. Now he's going to be back in the draft, about 6th or 7th place, with Dean out front leading.
Car in the lead now. Look who's up there on the top, passing for second.
Is it the 42?
Wasn't it just 2 cautions ago we were talking about?
He was stuck on the wall.
Yeah, 2 cautions ago, but not even a full green flag lap ago.
Here's the 20 cars closing in.
Dean and a 00 are worried about having enough fuel to make
there goes that 15 car again.
And there goes JT Racer.
Pendle gets out of Chase's way there. He had a ton of steam. I think we got a caution.
I'm thinking we got yet another caution.
In-game caution. So if these guys pit right here, they're definitely going to make it to the end. There's no more fuel strategy at this point. Now it's just tires and track position and all that fun stuff.
I'm going to tell you now, I'm not a huge fan of it, but they only ran 2.5 green flag laps up to speed. If you're like the 20, you had that little mishap, I think you take 2 tires here to try to gain a little track position.
It's not a bad idea, because who knows how many green flag laps we're going to get. The championship on the line. Dean is out front.
Uh-oh. Chase did some type of strategy.
He's in second.
He took 2 or pitted, but he's in second.
All right. So Doucette is in third. Another championship racer. Wildcat's fourth. Pendle is in the back. He's going to have to work his way up here.
What's the over and under on more cautions?
I don't even want to speculate. So right here. Yeah, he's going to the lead, baby. ABR to the front.
Is that a product of fresh tires versus not pitting?
That could be. That should be 10 to go at the stripe. And this pretty much sums up the season here. You got these 4 dominant cars. Then Doucette back there hanging out 4th, 5th spot right there. All the championship 5 are 1 through 5 now.
The problem is none of these guys are going to draft with him. Hopefully the 42 of them.
I think the 42 and 22 are teammates. And I think the 1 and 7 are teammates. Well, other than Ghost and the 11, Chase don't have any teammates up here. So
42 is trying to get a run on the 7.
Yeah, 42 is not going to make this. Oh, Chase just touched the wall. Oof. 8 laps to go as they cross the line. Pendle, the 3rd. JT Racer come to take 4th.
20 is going to fall all the way back to 5th or 6th after that.
Yeah, it took a lot of momentum.
Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck.
Oh, the 1 car, wreck. 28.
We got a wreck.
11 car. Oh, and the 3 car just wrecks. Holy moly.
God, that looked Dale Earnhardt like at Daytona. That was wrong.
That was a hard hit, man. The way that car took off, it just shot up there.
Let's just hope he didn't cut his seatbelts like Dale Earnhardt Sr. did.
Well, you're not allowed to modify your belts anymore, so he should be okay.
He wasn't allowed to then either.
Very true.
But who was going to tell him no?
Exactly. Could you imagine, though, if Dale Earnhardt was still with us today, how much different NASCAR would look?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lost an American hero back in 2001. We didn't even know it. Or we knew it, but we didn't know it would still be affecting us 20 years later.
The racing would have been good all the way up until now. I mean, the last 2 races have been good, but, you know, they only changed the rules package because of that wreck.
Right.
And then that's when racing started getting mediocre.
And, you know, they would still be sticking a microphone on his face just like they do Richard Petty, so we'd still get to hear him talk. You know, it'd just be going all the way around, but
everything happens for a reason now.
That's right, man. You can't control life or Mother Nature. You just got to roll with the punches.
So we got several. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cars on pit road.
Here's what I like, Tiggs, man. Tell me what you think. We got all these guys who aren't racing for a championship didn't pit. They want the win. You know what I mean? So, like, our championship 5 are going to be buried.
And you can't blame them. And I guess the good part is, you know, you could run 5th and still win the championship.
That's very true. I like it. It's going to make it interesting. I'm sure Dean and Chase don't like it, and Chris and Joey.
Yeah, Dean, Pendle, and Chase and Wildcats are wondering what the bleepity bleep.
Now, Wildcats is at the big disadvantage, and so is Chase. They're both on the outside at 6th and 8th. That sucks.
Looks like the 00 is going to be leading with JT 2nd, Opie 3rd, the 11 4th.
Let's ride with that 15. Hopefully he doesn't duck hook here turn 2.
The 9 car seems to struggle once in a while on restarts, so that top line may take off. I mean, the leader may get a jump, but the top line may.
Well, the leader's really backing her down right there. There he goes. He was trying to play him.
Uh-oh. We're going to have mayhem right here, I could tell you, because, I knew Dean wasn't going to let that last long.
Okay.
That's the thing about this game that agitates me the most, honestly, is guys that go down into turn one and dive bomb and make it 3 wide.
Yes.
I don't care if you're running for the championship or not. You at least let it shake out to where. Here comes JT Racer down on the bottom. We're gonna have a caution. I can tell you this right now. I could see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out of this camera here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the 11 touches the apron. The 1's down there. So the 22 and the 7 are going for the championship, and the 42 and the 20 are right there now. And NASCAR and JT are just like, dude, we just want to win a race, you guys. Oh, 7 and the 22. Chase just smoked the wall.
Oh, it was a lag. Oh, the 7 just wrecked.
Okay,
7 just wrecked Pendle.
I think they got some serious lag issues going on.
Caution's out.
So you're saying Chase is fine?
There was a lag.
Okay. So the 7 cars just smoked the 22?
Yeah, he. I won't say smoked, but yeah, he's not making very many friends. I can tell you that.
Let's see if I can actually get a replay of it here on this.
They said, "Where's Pendle?" Pendle's begging for a pit stop. I can promise you that.
Yeah, Pendle did about 15. Oh, the 7 car went way up the track, and then the 42 got him when he ricocheted off the wall. So, I mean, that's one way to eliminate your competition.
Pendle's going to go from battling for the lead to last.
That's rough. Yeah, he bounced off. The 7 come up and smoked him into the wall. He bounced off the wall, then hit the 42 and flipped. So, okay, Dean's going to go 3 wide.
See, now we're going to...
Almost wrecked the field, but we're good to go.
That's the move that should be taken away.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, we got a wreck fest.
That's what happens. Now we got a wreck.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
42 got screwed up on that.
And I mean, I don't mean to pick on anybody, but that's exactly what happens when people make it 3 wide and turn 1 off the start.
And I have lost the lap count. I don't know if this is 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it's the last lap.
Okay, so we are on the last lap. We got cars everywhere. GT.
Chase is wrecked.
So the 7 car looks like he's going to be able to win the championship if he can just get through 3 and 4. And JT wants to win that race bad. But he's not going to get to him. And that's going to make Dean... Or did they just throw a yellow?
No, that's the last lap.
Did he let the 15 car win?
I don't know.
Well, that right there should be make Dean your Xfinity champion. And I don't know who won the race, though. I don't got a call on it. Our leaderboard is like 3/4 of a lap behind, and it makes it tough to do anything.
I don't know. I'm gonna bite my tongue. Dean wins the championship.
So, yeah, he did let JT win that race. They just crossed the line on our fly
feed. He got loose coming off of 4.
So JT is your race winner, first win of the year. Congratulations, JT. And El Blanco, Dan Clavitt in the 7 car, is your Xfinity champion. Mitch Diamond and Yankee Sons Elite Racing Series. Congratulations, Dean. And that would put Wildcats in 2nd in the championship order with his 4th place finish. NASCAR brought it home 3rd. Jason, looks like he was 5th. Looks like Pendle Cup brought it home 7th here today after that wreck. I don't know where Chase ended up or Doucette.
Well, it looks like Doucette ended up 11th. At El Blanco.
Okay, so we're going to go get Dean's car ready and bring him in here. Move my leaderboards. Find his Whiskey River ride. Then we'll get our champion and bring him in here. Yeah, that's usually how the championship race works. Okay, let's wait for Dean to join us, man. What do you think, Tiggs? What do you think of that championship run there?
I mean, it was good. I mean, you gotta be happy for him. He worked hard all season, was consistent, and he deserved the opportunity to be there. And he ran a decent race. I don't know. I think I could speak for you too. I'm just not a big advocate of the guys that dive it down into turn one after a restart and make it 3 wide because everybody else can't judge what's going to happen. So then it bottles up and either causes a wreck or makes guys that would have an opportunity to be battling up there with you fall way back. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I agree here. We're still trying to find out where the hell Dean is. Send him another invite here, see if he'll join us.
I'd say Ghost Rider must have made the wrong decision because he sent me a message earlier saying, I'm going to qualify with yours and race with mine. Well, he qualified third, and he finished further back. So he probably should have raced with mine.
What's going on, champion?
Here we go, your 2019.
So, Dean, congratulations on the championship, man. Looks like things got pretty hectic at the end.
You know, there were some moves that I shouldn't have done, but I was going for that championship. Like that last restart. Going 3 wide there, I had to go. Freaking, I had Wildcat. I think I had Wildcat to my outside, or I had somebody to my outside, and Wildcat right behind me. So I was like, I had to go. So it was breathtaking. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, man. It paid off and I'm coming out of turn 4. Did you let the 15 car win or did you just lose it?
No, I lost it. I only won 2 races. Like I had to let anybody win.
Well, like our live feed was like 3/4 of a lap behind, so we couldn't make the call for it felt like a whole minute.
No, I got loose and I couldn't freaking catch it back, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose this race. But in the end, I didn't feel bad because it was JT. It was a teammate, JT. He's been fast all year, and he definitely deserved. I think he got a couple wins. I can't remember, but he deserves this one. He was fast all night long, and I was more concerned about the championship, anyways. So I'm not too mad that I let the race win slip by, as long as I didn't let the championship slip.
Exactly. Yeah, bring the important part home.
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, we're going to bring JT in here. We just wanted to bring in, you winning the championship. We wanted to get you while your emotions were fresh, Make sure you're the first one in here.
Yeah, I'm still speechless. I don't even know what to say. I had a great car all night long, and I knew I was going to be the car to beat tonight because I knew the way my car was handling. It was handling perfectly. On the high line, on the low line, I was able to make moves anywheres, and I'm glad I was able to make that last move, and not wreck the field while I was at it. So.
Yeah, you definitely made it stick there on the bottom and just took that sucker over, and that was at the very end of the race, because sometimes this game throws green white checkers with 1 to go. When we saw you go to the bottom, me and Tiggs didn't know whether to call that was the race end or there was another green white checker, because our live feed was so slow behind us. They were just like, oh my gosh, we don't know what just happened right there. But
yeah, it was
before, I guess it'd be the second to last restart. you guys got going, then I was fortunate enough to listen to the Discord chat at the same time, and I heard a big F-U-C-K word come out of your mouth, and we look back, and you're in the back, and then all of a sudden the restart comes. You guys make about a quarter of a lap, and then you're restarting up front. Then you're restarting up front again, and you and Chase must have pitted while a couple stayed out. What were you thinking when you and Chase and Wildcats pitted and Opie and them stayed out? Were you like, oh, shoot, or were
Oh,
you
I was
confident?
well, honestly, and not to be disrespectful to any of those guys, because they're good racers. I was very nervous on the restart because it was Opie. He wasn't running fast lap times all night, so I was kind of worried about being behind him on the restart. And NASCAR and JT, they were fast, but the new tires here were very, very valuable. And you could definitely tell on the speed difference because I think I was out on old tires on one restart, and I almost got ran over by Wildcat, who was on brand new tires. So it was a big difference between tires and all that. So I was worried, but I made moves
That's,
that I was nervous about, but I made it stick, thankfully.
yeah, that's the point where me and Mitch both agreed that, well, you could probably run fifth and still win the championship.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, if I just run right here, I can probably win. But Wildcat, Chase, Pendle, they were driven try and get this race win because basically the race win was going to be the championship. So, and that pretty much what it came down to. I had to pretty much give it my all just to be up front.
Yeah.
And there's times I had to, just stay out front and try and hold it there. Not pit when I really wanted to, but it was a big strategy game at the end for me, anyways. So I'm glad if we were able to
That's,
pull it off. And
I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could be gracious enough to move up and hand that lucky number 7 over to you. So I guarantee you half of your luck was that
Oh
7
yeah,
car was leading the points at the beginning of the year and won the first race of the year. So
I
thanks for
brought up
doing
the
the
point.
seventh round.
I brought the point to Tiggs that I was like, Dean won with this Whiskey River car at Richmond. I wonder if he's just getting that mojo of
and
putting
that
the
is why
Whiskey
I
River.
chose it.
I
That
knew
is
it.
why I chose that car because I won Richmond with it, I won Kentucky with it, and so I was gonna choose it just to be lucky. But that, and
Well,
I was the underdog coming in. Nobody picked me in the chat,
was
so I
that
was
the
like,
only
okay.
3 times? Was that the only 3 times you ran that paint scheme?
Uh, I'm trying to think. No, I ran at Daytona, and I was pretty much the night race at Daytona, and I was pretty dominant there too, except for that whole fuel strategy thing
So
Yep.
at
that
the
paint
end.
scheme
But
was 4 for 5 then, because that's the paint scheme I ran at Daytona.
And
yeah,
if it
pretty
would have had a
much.
little more fuel in the car, I'd have been undefeated.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you agreed with us. You may get a little perturbed because we were politely picking on you for the dive bomb 3 wide first corner moves on the restart. But when you got in here, agreed with us saying how you made some moves. Tell us your thought on this. I could be wrong. I just have a theory. And Mitch kind of agreed with me that on the restart, I feel like let it shake out. That way people have an opportunity to figure out where you're going instead of, I won't use you as an example, but when you got one guy that dives, makes a 3 wide, some guy might get the shit scared out of him. He moves, and then a guy, and then you either got a wreck or you got a guy that could be real competitive that has to fall way back because stuff happens. Are you a big fan of
Well,
that, making a 3 wide in the first corner, or?
no, I'm
I
not.
mean, I know you did it at the end because you had to.
He was thinking championship.
Yeah, I was thinking championship, and because takes you've raced against me. I don't do stuff like that on the restarts. I was pretty much just trying to get in position to where I can just try and run by myself, and hopefully nobody else makes a move because I pretty much had I was covering all the lanes. If I don't know if you guys follow my car at all, but I would enter low and drift up high and exit high to get that low run. And I was like, if I could keep doing this, nobody's gonna get a run on me because it was so hard to pass. Nobody could make a move, and
your car was stout out front.
Yeah, and it was pretty much just it was a draft track. It was like a Daytona 2.0, really. They needed draft to get by. So,
who do you feel was your strongest competition?
oh, there not one guy.
All of them, one yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about championship or race wise?
Well, the race. I mean, during the whole. I mean, you can't. I guess I shouldn't say during the whole race because Chase laid back for 120 laps and then decided to race. But
well, I knew he'd do something crazy, and obviously he did. And I wasn't really expecting it, but especially here. But no, everybody was strong. Everybody had a fast car, really. The 00, he was hanging up there with us. The 15, he was up there. The 11, haven't raced against him in a couple weeks, so I was kind of a little hesitant, but we made it work, and then obviously the championship guys, they were all strong. So everybody had a great car, and I'm glad it was a good racing there, and glad to bring home this championship.
All right, well, again, congratulations, and hopefully you'll get your Frozen comic championship card in the mail. I don't know who's mailing them or who's signing them.
Yeah, we saw Chase's picture earlier.
From Pocahontas or Frozen.
Yeah, man. Real quick, because I know we got to move on to the next guy, but give us your thoughts now.
I feel bad for taking up JT's time.
You're okay. You're the champ. We got to interview you. But give us, a short summary, I guess, from the start to the end now. You raced that full season. You locked up the championship. What's your thoughts on the league as a whole now that you've run a whole season now?
It's a friggin' great league. That's for sure. The guys I raced against couldn't be any cleaner. It was great hard racing. I'm happy to be a part of this league. I can't wait to be up and racing with you guys in the Cup Series. That's gonna be really fun. But this league is really, really special here, and that's what it means so much for me to win this championship in this league. It's probably one of my best achievements I have online racing so far to date, other than the SCRA Cup champion. But
that's awesome, man. Well, yeah, we're really happy for you, man. That's awesome. And one more on a quick note, your co-owner Cody Workman watched this whole race tonight and was cheering you on here in our live chat. Yeah,
I saw that. He was in the team chat and he congratulated me after. And thanks, Cody, for cheering me on and all that. So
you should really thank him for moving me up to Cup.
Yeah, thank you for that too, Cody. I appreciate it.
I wouldn't have had a chance. I'm just saying.
Well, hey, I mean, if it wasn't for you moving to Cup, I wouldn't have a ride in Xfinity. Well, have a decent ride in Xfinity.
I was glad we could get you over here. A lot of people know we all race together in different leagues, and just about every night we do other stuff, Monopoly, Sniper Elite, stuff like that. So it's good to have all of us in a good group having fun, all of us succeeding. It's good to know that 4 of the guys we brought over to this league finished, at least in the top 3 or 4 in each division in points.
Absolutely. And Dean, congratulations again. You're a good guy. You're a good racer. We're happy for you, man. You're 2019 Xfinity champion, El Blanco. Congratulations, man.
Are you going to Disneyland?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to Disneyland.
It's a long ride from Maine.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the work you guys do up here, and can't wait to race against you guys next season.
It'll be a good time for sure, man.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, there's your 2019 champion, Dean Clavitt. Now, let's bring in the race winner, because I know he's pumped. It's his first win here. And he was so kindly to send me... No, he wasn't so kindly to send me a friend request. think there's two guys I don't have, and that's Jason and RT. Other than that, I got everybody else. Okay, so let's do this. Let's did you get a running order, Tiggs? Because I am just... Looks like NASCAR was in here. Let's bring in NASCAR, and then hopefully NASCAR can invite JT for us once he gets in here. So we'll jump to third place and interview NASCAR. And he drove the 00 tonight. That sounds good to me. Hopefully they all stay online long enough there. Hey, NASCAR, good run tonight, buddy. He got roughed up a little bit at the end, didn't he? Oh, gotcha. I got you, man. Well, you look like you had a car that was capable of winning, and you were driving the shit out of it, man. You look good tonight. You might have to turn down the volume on your phone there or whatever. Okay, good. Thank you. So what was that race like from your perspective, man? Because you look real fast tonight. What kind of adjustments did you make? Or are you allowed to say? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looked like right there at the end, you and JT were out front there. It looked like it was going to come down to you guys, and then Dean took it 3 wide on the bottom. What were you thinking at that point when you guys were 3 wide up front? He was... It sure was. What, we asked Dean this... Oh, go ahead, Tiggs. Sorry, bud. Man, NASCAR, we want to ask you... We asked the same question to Dean here. You've raced since the start of this league, right? Or pretty darn close? Right at Daytona, okay. What's your thoughts on the league now? As we've run a full season, we've made it to Homestead now, we have a champion finally. What's your thoughts on the league, and how much fun did you have this season? It sure looks like you got consistently faster throughout every race, and I still tell people, I swear, I think NASCAR's faster than a Cup car. I think you're going to be a threat next season. What car number are you running next season? The 6 car, okay. So for anybody watching who's interested in the Cup season, NASCAR will be in that 6 car come Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And if we could get one more favor out of you, buddy, could you invite JT Racer to this party? Or send him a suggestion to me? And is there anything else you wanted to say? Anybody to thank, or teammates or anything? Or oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. NASCAR driving for... Cody goes, get off blue screen.
So, all right, we're going to get JT in here now.
I'm in here.
So JT Racer, you won the final race of the year. It didn't come without hard work because, as me and Mitch stated in the booth, if you've ever seen a street sign that's a no left turn, it's a 90-degree left turn with a circle and a line through it. You made about 80 no left turns coming off of turn 2 and turn 4. So, I was going to get in Discord and tell you to go up a couple rounds on the wedge and drop your right rear tire pressure half pound so I'd quit doing that. But I didn't want to give it away to everybody.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. What I ended up doing was I just started messing with the air pressure, lowering them. You know, went down on the lefts and went down on the rights a little bit, and then I did go up on the wedge eventually. But you know, finally, I could run those seams coming off like you're talking about without completely. I don't know. It took discipline. Like I wasn't disciplined enough coming off the corners. You know, like you're trying to cut underneath that person to make the pass, and I was cutting the wheel too hard. You know.
We just figured you were going in the campground to get a beer or look at a woman laying out or something.
Definitely needed a beer.
Yeah,
Got one now though.
You were fast, man. Your car looked fast. You drove good, man. That was an impressive drive to watch you, and all the saves too. That was just extra excitement.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the saves, that was kind of uncalled for, but you know, it's racing, I guess. But yeah, it was nerve-wracking, man, racing with the championship guys, and then of course Pendle and Wildcats. You know, I knew they were racing for the championship, and so even at the end, I was going to try to take it easy, but I stayed out, and you know, your heart starts racing, and you're just like, well, I just got to go for it, you know. That's what we did, and honestly, I don't think I had anything for the 7 car. He just broke loose on one of those seams like I did earlier in the race, and I don't know how much I beat him by, but it looked like an inch.
We couldn't even tell.
Like a mile. On our screen, we thought the race ended, you know, we thought we were getting ready to call a caution, and the race was over.
Yeah.
Our live feed was almost a lap off.
I will tell you at the beginning, I picked Chase to win just because I knew he had a good car and he's our teammate. He did have a good car, but I told Dean on about Mitch on about lap 4 or 5. I said if JT could ever get that duck hook out of there, he's going to be the man to beat. And I honestly think at the end, had you guys not had 769,000 cautions, you would have been the man to beat.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the car was strong. I mean, Pendle and I worked on a setup together, and we made adjustments with it. Pendle's just better at driving a looser race car, but believe it or not, my setup was tighter than Pendle's. But even when I went to the back, you know, I was like, all right, you know what, this car is still strong. So I felt pretty confident that I could get back up there, but it was so hard to pass on the bottom that you had to drift up kind of to almost side draft to make a pass, but it was tough to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was awesome winning, man. Definitely.
Well, let
awesome.
me ask you a controversial question then, just since you won the race and being in the race. The normal rule of thumb is, you know, 2 cars have to spin for their caution to come out. How did you feel about the incidents where 1 car spun, cars come out, then, you know, 1 car spins, he can't throw the caution, 2 cars didn't spin, and then a half a car spins and the caution comes out? Was you okay with the inconsistency, or?
Well, I didn't exactly see the wrecks that you're talking about. I know there was one instance where I wrecked and the one dude spun out, but I wrecked hard. So both of us didn't spin out, but we called a caution. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about, or if you're just talking about 1 car spun out and they were calling cautions.
There was a couple, but I mean, we're just trying to add.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, you know, I don't know. If the rule's the rule, you know, 2 cars have to crash. So I didn't know that.
Like drama.
Yeah, I didn't mind the cautions. Truthfully, a couple times, yeah, I didn't want them, but overall, you know, I don't mind the cautions. I mean, it makes it fun. Yeah, it breeds more cautions, but yeah, I don't know. We got to stick by our rule, I think. You know.
Well, so what car are you driving next year?
The 48.
Oh, cool.
What? And the world would
48.
possess you to pick that.
I'm a Hendrick guy, so I grew up a Gordon fan, but I never liked Jimmy Johnson, but that was the only Hendrick car that was available or Chevy car.
Okay, well, if you never liked him, you're okay then. I guess you
Well, JT, man, we appreciate you coming in here, man. Congratulations so much on your win, man. That is really cool to see you in victory lane. You deserve it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the interview. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks for coming and good job. And I mean, I don't know, I could be speaking out of tongue, but I think in the races I've commentated from the very first time until the last three I commentated, you've come a long way and picked up a lot of speed. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And like I said, I got good teammates, Pendle and Wildcats and NASCAR, and even Dean, our teammate now too, and Joey. So,
Well,
we got a good group of guys.
I got to throw out a shout out to NASCAR and apologize to him. I was on blue screen the whole time we were interviewing him, and he said he was driving the 6 car next year. He said he had a ton of fun throughout the season, and he wanted to thank Pendle, and he wanted to thank his teammates also. He said he had good teammates all year, and I felt bad. I was on blue screen the whole time he was talking, so his voice didn't come through.
Oh, that must have been what Ghost meant when he said, I can't hear NASCAR.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Well, you guys stream the interview, so we'll be able to listen to it afterwards. That's cool.
Well, Mitch, you got to excuse Mitch. He's fairly new to this. He sponsors the league, but we don't let him in the booth much because he drinks Miller Lite. He drinks.
Hey, that's all right.
Miller Lite's all right?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
What kind of beer are you drinking now? Just tell me.
Man, I've switched to so many different beers, but I'm drinking Busch Light right now.
At least it's an AB product. I'll give you that.
Absolutely,
thanks,
man.
guys, for letting me. I look forward to this cup racing, so I really appreciate you guys allowing me to step into the league.
No problem. Thanks
It's
for
going to
coming.
be fun, man. You're going to be fast. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Appreciate it, guys.
Have a good night, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Your race winner, JT Racer in that 15 car. He's been strong all season, been looking for that first win. He finally got it. Happy for him.
What do you say? Who will get in here next? Wildcats, maybe?
Hopefully he's still online. Let's go get him. Okay. We're making people be very, very patient tonight. It's the last race of the year. You got to ask all the questions.
On the interview, and he said, in all capital letters, I'm not happy.
Yeah. Well, that's the championship race. Nobody's happy unless we're the 7 car
Save it
race.
for the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, I was happy yesterday. I mean, you got the championship, but I made a $75 PlayStation card. So
That's
I
very
was happy
true.
as hell.
Wildcats, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. What about you guys?
We just got a chance to call an exciting race, man. It looked like you might have been a threat to win that sucker if all them wrecks wouldn't have took place.
Yeah, and that caution with like 10 ago, I was not looking forward to. Me and Pendle had fresher tires than Dean did.
Oh, yeah.
And the last restart, I got loose or I got hit from the one. Somehow I saved it. I just kept in the gas and got back up there and barely missed the wreck on the last lap.
There was cars going everywhere on the last lap, man. A good way to work your way through that.
Yeah, I just saw a little opening and just took it.
I don't know which caution it was, but it was at the end, and I looked at Mitch and I said, "Oh man, Wildcat's got to be pissed. He's starting last." And then it was like a lap and a half, and I said, "Look who's passing for second."
Yeah. Yeah, your car looks strong.
Yeah, I was running the tops pretty well and pulled a Kyle Larson a couple times and hit the wall.
With that restart with 10 to go, was that the one where you and Chase were stuck in like 6th and 8th place? Because there was like 4 cars that stayed out.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very, very exciting from our point, but probably very frustrating from your point.
Yeah, it was. I was hoping I'd be there on the top. I thought I saw OP on the bottom, and he was getting bad restarts, it looked like, and worked out a little bit.
Yeah, we noticed that too. And, you know, if you're able to repaint the scenario and able to dodge some of them wrecks there towards the end, and you were on the back of that 7. Did you have something? Did you have a move planned out that you possibly could have made?
Yeah, I had something planned.
Just
Not
never
gonna say what
formed
it
up
is,
for you.
but
Yeah,
He's
it
not
don't.
going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, don't give away the secret. Yeah.
He's not going to tell you that he was going to dive down low and jump back up high and try to drive around.
Right.
I mean, I did pull a good move on Gaspard in like middle rung and went to the bottom and cleared him and just barely slid in front of him.
That's how you got to do it, man. That slide block pass here, that's seems to be the best way to do it.
So
Yeah.
did you end up second or third in points?
Second.
Second. That's good. Congratulations. What?
Yeah.
Give us your overview or your observation or your thoughts on this league. Did you enjoy this league? Are you looking forward to next year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next year. It's fun racing with everybody in the Xfinity, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going to the Cup and challenge Mitch and everybody.
Well, that's awesome, man. And you're going to have to tell me if I'm off my rocker here, but I would say since about Daytona, when you won Daytona, before that race, I was calling the 22, the 7, and the 20 the 3 elite cars. And at times I'd say that sometimes the 42 is elite, sometimes he's a step behind him. And then after you won 2 out of the 3 playoff races, I was like, all right, the 42 is for real. He's going to be hard to beat at Homestead. Have I just been wrong this whole time, or have you been picking up that much momentum throughout the year?
I've been picking up much momentum throughout the year. And when I won Daytona, I figured it would be just me, Pendle, Dean, and Chase. I didn't know if Joey would make it or not. And I was just thinking, it's the big 3 of me.
Very true, yeah. Well, that's awesome to hear, man, because this league is a lot of fun, and seeing everybody get better and faster at the end, and seeing how many races you won at the end, and you very easily could have been the guy in victory lane tonight, man. It's just really cool to see.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, that's awesome, man. We can't thank you enough for joining us here, and really happy for you on second. I know it sucks that it's not first. So there can only be one happy guy in this scenario, but it's still cool to see you get second.
Yeah, I was just happy with the... Honestly, I was happy to make it in the final round.
True, man.
I kind of wish last week was the last race, and that would really be more better.
Yeah, you thumped him pretty good last week.
Yeah, I'll do it again next year.
There you go. Well, Wildcats, we appreciate it, man.
Thanks for broadcasting these, and I'm looking forward to next year, or 2 weeks.
Well, that sounds good, man. We can't wait either. It's going to be a lot of fun, and congratulations again, everybody. That's Wildcats number 42, finishing second in the championship this year for Miller Light Racing, I believe, right?
Yep.
Well, that's awesome, man. Another guy from Pendle's team looking fast here tonight, and congratulations again, buddy.
Thank you. And
all right, Wildcats. Now we got... Let's see, we got some more suggestions. Oh, that's Wildcats. We already got him, so let's get... who are we inviting next, Tiggs? Was it... Who finished third in the championship points? Pendle, okay. He's probably had enough time to cool down where he's... Oh, no, it was Chase was third in points. Pendle ended up fourth in points, so Chase would be next here. Third place finish.
We got drama.
We got drama. He was Giver the E last week. Now he's Little E. We all told him he should change his name to Feeder the D, but he did not think that was a good idea.
He might not have the D to feeder. You never know.
Yeah, we didn't even think about that. What's up, Chase?
Not much. I mean, sorry to disappoint you. I know you wanted to get Pendle in here, but
Well,
listen to the broadcast. So
hey, we corrected it. We got the right guy in here for third.
Okay,
I just
Chase.
passed your car.
what?
Just know that this interview does not have to be censored, so do not hold any emotions back. We want all your raw, true emotions.
Oh, if I would have got interviewed right after the race, I was a little heated. But
Yeah,
now,
but we want that. We want the heated chase. We don't want the sissy
Yeah.
fight. I'm over it chase.
nah, I mean, it was about what I expected. We had a caution with 5 to go, and you got people that I mean, congrats to JT on the win. I'm not trying to down anyone, but you got people not in the hunt trying to be heroes and get a good finish and coming to turn 1 on the last lap. I got inside one of them, and I think my nose is still in his left rear tire. So
Go ahead,
it
Tiggs.
is what it is.
That was
So
just funny.
you played an extremely smart strategy.
Hmm.
Or I mean, I'm gonna say a wrong number of laps, but I'm just throwing it out there. Say 100, 120 laps, and then the last 20 or 30 laps, you actually get up there and raced, and
Yeah,
which
no,
I thought was a good move. And you had a really good car.
oh yeah, I was the only one of the top 5 guys that didn't wreck tonight. I never
Yeah.
wrecked. They all wrecked. So
And we noticed a couple times you and Dean were racing together, and looked like one time he painted your car with a number 7 so you could be 270. But
yeah. Eh,
so what? I mean, if you had it to do over, would you do anything different, or?
I mean, I could have stayed out there, but it wouldn't probably have done me any good because I think NASCAR was ahead of me anyways before the pit stop. So I knew when I saw that it was just us 4 going for it that pitted and that everyone else stayed out. I knew it was going to be one giant shit show to finish it. So
Oh, Dean's calling it a lag bubble. He says I never touched him on my screen.
yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. I put on a show. So once I got racing, so you can't win the show. You got to be the show. So
I can promise you the commentators were on everybody's screen, and
yeah,
there was no bubbles in the air.
it is what it is. If it wasn't a hard hit, so I got to apologize to Jason. So I took him out. He was having a good run at the time, but I mean, the only thing that I'm probably gonna look back at this race and regret is hitting the apron because I had a good restart, got to the inside of Dean. That would have put me first out of all the playoff guys, and I hit the apron. Granted, I saved it. I didn't take out the field, but I would have been the championship leader at that point. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I've never wanted to really toot my own home, but I had a really good car. I found some speed last night because I was running by myself in the first stage, and once I got about 4 seconds behind the pack, I'd actually push it. And even Dean and Pendle drafting, they'd gain a tenth every 4 laps. So I knew I had a car.
I told Mitch that in the booth. I said, if you got a good car like Chase has, you can run back there, and you can run within a tenth. Sometimes you're a tenth or 2 faster than him. Sometimes they're a tenth or 2 faster than you, but it equals out.
Yep. I didn't lose very much time doing that, so I knew right there that I had a car that was really good, but didn't pan out that way. But it is what it is.
Well, one more bummer. When you touched the apron, we were actually like on top of your car, camera-wise.
I knew. Usually it's on one of the middle cars, and I was right there, so I figured it was on me or somewhere close to me, and everyone was gonna watch my goof. So
We got some really cool shots in stage 3.
So.
Yes, you did save it.
Oh yeah, I put on a show for you guys. I was 3 wide, making moves. I wasn't holding anything back. So
It was a good race.
Well,
it was fun to watch.
You made us proud, even though you didn't win the title.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks that we didn't get to race it out like it was looking like we were going to, and that we had to have some one night heroes be up there, but
so do you have to sign off? Do you have to sign off early tonight to get your Pocahontas or Frozen hero cards made for the championship battle, or are you going to be able to stick around and hang out with us?
Yeah, we saw your participation awards in the chat earlier.
Yeah, I know. I'm here to stay. So, get my participation trophy. So, just gotta find my safe space and.
Okay,
Maybe.
well, I'm going to let Mitch finish this interview, and I'm going to use the facility real quick.
All right. So, yeah, the same question we always finish here with everybody, or tonight we are anyway. Just real quick summary, your thoughts on the league from running race 1. I know you started in Cup, and then you went down to Xfinity. What's your thoughts on the league? How much fun did you have? Where do you see the league going? Give us a brief summary of what you think.
The league is pretty fun. Cup Series was a little iffy when it first started, just because we had so many people, and we kind of had the weak links kind of leave. We did lose some fast cars throughout the year, but all the weak links managed to disappear, which was good. So we got, both series we have an amazing group of drivers. So I've run both series even late in the year with all the new guys, and everyone knows what they're doing, so looking like it'll be a pretty fun year. So
No, that's cool. Yeah, it's always good to hear feedback and stuff like that from the drivers, and just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
yeah, it was definitely a fun year. I definitely had a lot of motivation going into this race, just a lot in the chat. Like, I heard my name a lot in interviews tonight, but just throughout the season in chat, it's always, oh, Pendle and Dean. It's like, okay, hey, I got second most wins in the league. Like, I'm here too. Like,
Right.
then for this race tonight, I rarely got picked. I know Tiggs picked me, and Fuji always picks me, but I didn't have many people picking me, so I kind of had that chip on my shoulder and almost paid off. But
Yep. Well, congratulations on third at least anyway, though. It's still a good finishing spot for the year.
oh yeah, it's definitely good considering I ran about 5 races less than everyone else. So
Definitely, man. Thanks for jumping in here with us, and thanks for making ABR
no
proud.
problem. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for broadcasting. Sure, once I get over it and get the sour taste out of my mouth, I'll watch it and look back at some of my moves and wonder why I was being so stupid.
Well, congratulations, Chase, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's your third place finisher in championship points. Chase Emerson there in the 20. So we got 2 more guys we need to interview, and hopefully they're still online. Next will be your 4th place finisher in Pendle. And Pendle might be offline. He might not want to wait around for this interview. And I don't blame him if he did. It's not much fun getting wrecked and being strong all season and having that happen at the end. I get it. And then waiting, a half hour to be interviewed after the race is over. I get that too. So, just in case we don't get Pendle here, Pendle, I think he either led the league in wins this year or he was tied with Chase. The 22 and the 20 had won the most races. Pendle started out in the Cup Series. I think he raced 2 races in Cup and moved down to Xfinity. And a lot of those guys who made that move to Xfinity is because we had, 25 people in the preseason races in Cup, and it was just a disaster at the start. And then as we got going, things got smoothed out, started going pretty good.
25 people in the preseason races.
Here he is.
It was just a disaster.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing, Pendle, man?
Not doing too bad. Just getting ready to head to bed, man. 4 o'clock gets here early.
I'm sure it does. I'm sorry you had to wait a half an hour to get an interview.
Oh, you're good, man. I just had to. It gave me plenty of time to cool down after what transpired the last 10 laps or so.
I don't blame you, man. That was rough.
Yeah, it's all good. Everybody's fighting for a win. Everybody's trying to fight for a championship. I was being way too cautious with everybody, especially 4 out of 5 guys are pretty much my teammates, so I was trying not to wreck them. But, overall it's a pretty good race. I had a car to keep up with Dean, and I held the first stage, and me and him I was just drafting with him, try to pull away, and it's so hard to pass this track, even if you have good guys. I pitted so many times those last 2 or 3 pit stops and got fresh tires just because I was in a wreck, and I figured maybe, fresh tires will pay off on restarts, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I'd pick up 2 or 3 spots, and then I'd lose it because people were blocking and slower cars were blocking and causing wrecks. So I'll take
I'll take fourth place finish. It's been fun racing this year. I'm looking forward to moving the Cup Series next year.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're looking forward to running against you. And I don't know if I was right or wrong, but it seemed like throughout the long runs, your car fell off harder than everybody else's. Did that happen or did it not happen?
Just the first stage, I had my tire pressures up way too high. JT and me, we worked on a setup together, and his was, it was pretty good. I just changed tire pressure stuff a little bit to try to make my tires last a little bit longer, and it kind of backfired on me. So the second stage, I went back down on my tire pressures, and my car ran great. I just, wrecks, man. I can't do nothing about wrecks.
That's true. And you'll see in our broadcast, there was one time you were going into turn one, and the 7 car come up and hit you, and you went up and hit the wall, come back down, and then the 42 hit you, and your car went straight up in the air on the broadcast.
Yeah, I was actually watching the broadcast while he was interviewing everybody, and that was, I wasn't mad about that. I was more upset because I got hit a second time, and it caused me to get a shit ton of damage. The first time, I don't know what happened. I guess Dean said that he got into the quarter panel of the 15 on accident, and then it just shoved him right into me. And then Wildcats had such a huge run, and he was behind me and smacked me, and I just wrecked. So,
yeah, Wildcats had no chance, man. When you got sent up in the wall the first time, when you bounced back off it, there was just zero time to react.
Right. I mean, if I didn't have Wildcats there behind me, because I had fresher tires than Dean at that point, me and Wildcats both pitted that previous lap or previous caution, and I had better tires, so I was hoping maybe I could find a way to pass him on the outside, get a run and pass him on the outside, because you just could not pass on the bottom. It was just too hard to, and oh well, it's unfortunate, man. I can't. I'm just happy when my teammates won. My teammate won a race and my teammate won a championship, so that's even. It might be sour for me not winning it, but I'm happy for my guys overall.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, at least you happy for your guys, and guys like JT and NASCAR, they had nothing but good things to say about you. Just appreciate that you had him on the team.
Yeah, I love those guys. NASCAR he's still rough around the edges, but he's getting better every week, and he just needs to tone his aggressiveness down a little bit, but we're going to work on that.
That's awesome.
We're going to work on that a little bit. But, JT, I love racing with him, too. I love racing with everybody in the series. Everybody's fast, clean, respectful. Coming in the championship 4, I had a lot of momentum winning all those races, and I was hoping luck could be on my side, because I won a lot of races in the teal car and the teal money line car. So I'm like, maybe I'll run that for good luck tonight, and it almost paid off for me, but unfortunately it didn't. So, oh well.
Yeah, well, everybody knew you were fast this year and won a lot of races and were definitely a contender, and sometimes they just don't pan out.
Yeah, I can't. You can't always win. Look at last year. Kevin Harvick won 8 races, in the Cup Series, and Joe Logano won. So I mean, the best car every year don't always win.
That's true. Yeah, it's the one problem with having the championship down to one race at one specific track.
I tell you what, if it wasn't Homestead, I might have had a shot somewhere else, because I just had a hard time running anywhere but the middle to top lane here at this place. I mean, I tried. I could run the bottom and make it stick, but it was just so hard to keep it on the bottom, especially on the exit, because you didn't have no momentum on a run. Everybody outside of you would just get a run, so you couldn't really do nothing but hope that maybe you could try to slingshot past. I think I did that once too. I made it 3 wide on fresh tires, and I got around some people, and I jumped up in front of Wildcats, and I made it work. But I had a slower car in front of me, and I had to lift, and he went back around me. But oh well. Like I said, it's racing. I'm just glad to be a part of this league, man. I'm glad you guys let me become an owner and let me run my own team, and I'm looking forward to racing with you all in a couple weeks.
It's going to be a good time, man. And the last question we've been asking everybody is, you got a lot of league experience, so what kind of growth did you see from the start to the end here? What did you like, and what do you like moving forward?
I like the competitiveness of everything, and of everybody, and I like I just like having people on board that's clean and that's fast, and that a lot of times when you start leagues up and you bring in people that you don't know how they race, you don't know how their attitudes are, you don't know what they can do, and going out throughout the year, and I raced a few races with you guys on the Cup side, I can figure out what everybody likes to do and what everybody, how good they are. And it's just the league's grown since we started it. Well, sorry, since Opie and you guys started it, and everybody's just getting faster each week. Even the guys that didn't make the championship, they're getting faster each week, and they're getting comfortable racing around each other. And I think in a couple of weeks, man, we might have a big lobby every week, but it's going to be, those big lobbies are going to be worth it. We're going to have some fun, clean, exciting racing, and I can't wait to see that.
Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you hanging out here and jumping in here with me and giving me some insight on your race.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me. I'm going to go to bed, man.
All right. That's Chris Pendle, your first place finisher in championship points. Had a lot of wins this season, a lot of good finishes. Probably the favorite coming in here. Just can't avoid all the wrecks sometimes. It's just not your fault, and just unfolds that way sometimes. But still a good year by him. And now we're gonna bring in Joey Doucette, if he's still online, to see what his insight was on his race there. He was my dark horse pick tonight. And I think Tiggs probably took a dump because he is not back yet.
No, I've been back. I was just letting you.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, sure. You guys are doing good. I wouldn't interrupt.
Okay. Well, how was your poop?
No, I just peed. I didn't poop.
All right. I would love to do the entire league, but I think we're running out of steam on this broadcast here. So to give you some insight on Doucette, just in case he doesn't join us, I'm going to send him one more invite. He might not be. It's a long time to wait. Oh, I don't know. I sent him one more just in case. So Doucette, I believe he's another one who started out in Cup at the beginning of the year and then moved down to Xfinity. The Cup Series was huge. We had to break it up, and some guys chose to go down there and run into Xfinity, and it worked out well because we had two good fields in Xfinity and Cup. And I believe Doucette has a win or two this year in Xfinity. Qualified for the playoffs at Loudon last week, and he came in here as the dark horse pick, and he spent some time looping around, got it figured out, and at one point we had our championship 5 in the top 5, and Doucette was looking at third place and trying to make some moves. It just never formulated for him. What did you see out there from the one car, Tigger?
Yeah, he was fast. I mean, he had good speed. He just seemed like he just had bad luck, the majority of the race, either getting caught up in other people's messes or hitting the seam. But I mean, I know there was 3 or 4 restarts where he got wrecked, and I'm sure it's hard to imagine you could wreck yourself that many times on a restart. So I'm sure it had to be due to other people's stuff.
Yep.
We could. All right. Well, we gotta interview at least one more person.
Okay.
Let's see what he got.
Congratulations to Doucette there in 5th place in the championship. Let's hit our suggested players. Let's see who we got. Ghostly Redder. Right? Bring Fuji in here.
He's at Hardee's or something.
Let's
frozen Waka China.
Get Ghost's perspective on things here. See what he has to say. And Ghost, he qualified for the playoffs. Ended up 6th place this year in championship points. Did not make it to Homestead, but still ran a very good season. Qualified for the playoffs, like we just said. And I think it was Kentucky when all those wrecks were going on is what really screwed him over.
Yeah.
What's up, Ghost?
I'm gonna need you to mute your TV or your phone or whatever, whatever the hell you got in the background, or we're gonna have to delete this interview.
Alright. It's muted now.
All right, Ghost. Well, you had a fast car in qualifying,
Yep.
and you made a change according to your text. I think you went to a different setup.
Nope. I didn't. I stayed with the same setup.
And you ran good at the beginning, and then got caught up in a couple things, and then it just seems like you could never rebound from there to be up in the top 4. Give us your take on the race, and was it fun? Did you have a good car? Were you nervous?
I had a great car, and I just gotta thank Elite Motorsports for all their help. But the car was great. It just, I had bad luck. Kept on getting caught on the outside, and you can't do nothing on the outside. Once you get out there, everybody passes. You just have luck. But got caught up in a couple of races. Good fun race. Very fun race.
Who the hell is
Went
Elliot
back to
Motorsports?
front, back to front. Yeah. Here's he.
Who the hell is Elliot Motorsports?
No, LM.
Oh,
LM Motorsports.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to
So-
thank them.
Are you, what car are you driving next year in the Cup Series?
The 10 of Earth Amarillo.
Okay.
And the 10 car. I was going to take the 48, but I ain't no fan of his no more. And 14, it's already taken. So I got go to the 10.
So tell us, were you happy or sad that this was your last race driving for Mitch Diamond? What was your emotions? I mean, I know we all got released without knowing we were getting released, a few weeks ago. But what'd your
That
feeling
was the bad point. That was the bad point. Hell, I enjoyed racing with him. If he wants to be an asshole, what can you do?
Whoa, hey! FFA's watching you.
Oh, I appreciate you too, Ghost.
So tell us, Ghost. So tell us, Ghost, from the booth, we've seen a lot of good racing, but we've seen a lot of cautions, bred cautions, and it looked like you guys had a span of about 20 laps where you only made 1 or 2 green flag laps. Were people getting crazy out there, making moves they shouldn't move, or shouldn't make, or were they being too impatient?
I couldn't tell it up in the front, but like a few times they got 3 wide where they shouldn't have. And they tried to race that way. Rick's happened that way. You can't go 3 wide at Homestead and make it work. It's good on the straight way, but when you get to the turn, somebody's got to give way. Got to. Because down on the bottom, you're just too loose. On top, you're too tight. And in the middle, you ain't got nowhere to do.
Well, you ran a good race. You were fast. It was good to see. I know some things you need to work on in the off season, which is your self-confidence, getting down on yourself, trying too hard. We've been working on that, but you did finish top 6 in points. You got to be happy about that. You were brought in a little late in the league. I know you build all of our setups, mine and Mitch's and Jake's and So, but I mean, tell us, are you looking forward to running the Cup with everybody? Or are you nervous? Or
I'm looking forward to it. If this has got anything to go on next year, then it should be pretty good racing. And tonight's race, I was proud of myself for what I did accomplish. And if I can do that, then I can do it in any other race.
There you go. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up because we've been interviewing people now for like an hour and a half. So the last question of all the interviews is, and you got to give an honest answer, who the hell is the Monopoly King?
Monopoly King?
Yeah.
Or that would have to be Chase Emerson.
Well, that wasn't an honest answer, so we know the rest of your review is bullshit, too.
Oh man, Ghost, congratulations on a top 6 this year, man. Happy to have you.
All right, good to be here. You're on a good lead. Appreciate everything.
No, I didn't run the league. I just run the broadcast booth.
Yeah, you've been a big help too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he wasn't giving me a $75 PlayStation card.
Yeah, Richie said you're gonna split with me, didn't you?
I'd run second every year if I got the PlayStation card. Hell with the championship.
Hey, where's mine for finishing 6th?
Oh, Chase is making them right now. You get a
yeah. It's like a rainbow, yeah. My Little Pony.
Best race of the season for me. Well, I should get something for that.
About 8 months ago, I gave you a free quart of moonshine, and I included the shipping.
Has it been that long?
Been a while.
Man, I gotta get some more then. I think what helped me out tonight is I had a good strong drink. Old lady fixed for me. Good strong drink sitting right beside me. Every time I got a chance, I'd take a good swig of it. So I think that's why I raced so good.
So you're admitting that you were drinking and driving?
Run shine on YouTube.
Now we know why every week you look like you're going through the chicane and not watching the
Yeah, because I'm not drinking. I need to drink every time I race. That's how good I did tonight. There you go.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. It's almost...
It's past all of our bedtimes now.
Well, I appreciate the interview.
Heck yeah, Ghost. Thanks for jumping up here. Yeah.
Thanks, you.
Oh, man.
That'd be a fun interview.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 6th place finisher, Ghostly Ratter. Tags, what do you think, buddy? What's your final summary here on the race and the season?
I think it was a good race. I got to commentate, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them. It was fun to do. It's actually real fun to do, to be in the booth, because I've been around my whole life, so I know ins and outs of it, but it's harder than you think, but it's fun. I enjoy it. You got people like Chris Morrison and them to help us out doing it, and they're fortunate enough that they got a big enough company they can make a little money or pay a little money or what have you. But I don't see. I know you got to make a little, but I would do it every week for fun, just because it is fun, especially if it's good racing. We got a lot of good guys. We all get heated. Every one of us. Me and you've gotten into it. Me and you've hated each other for a week, and now we're good again. But it's just a good, fun league. Look forward to the new season.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm excited to see where it goes from here, and a lot of fun, like you said, doing the broadcast with you and running races, and it's all just been a good time.
Yeah, I know I can't really speak for the Xfinity, but I know all the tough guys. I gotta give a shout out to you for donating money and stuff like that. I know you didn't have to, and you did out of the kindness of your heart.
Well, it worked out good. It was we were kind of talking to Fujimo earlier in the year, and we were talking about sponsors for the league, because they were thinking about going through a name change and this and that, and I brought the suggestion, like, what if we get a sponsor to determine the league name? And he was just kind of like, what sponsor are we going to get? And we were kind of thinking, and I'm just like, well, hey, I got a band. If we put that name out front, maybe I'll get some views off it, maybe some more followers, and I can, our band will, donate some prize money for the end of the year. And so that's the way it worked out. We kind of paid as a sponsor. We paid the league, and then anything that goes to the drivers came from the league. I actually didn't have anything to do with the splits or if it was cash or PSN cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a win-win for everybody. It worked out real good.
Any idea when people are supposed to get them?
That is 100% up to Opie, but I can definitely message Opie and see his timeline.
Make sure it wasn't going to be like Jake the Snake. Hey, I got you a gift card. Then you go to buy a game and it says insufficient card, and you call and cuss out the PlayStation lady and tell her, I got the. Well, sir, that's been used. Then you call your buddy and he says, well, you didn't use it for 2 months, so I figured I'd go ahead and use it.
Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about that from Opie. Opie seems pretty straight up.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We got to give a shout out to Opie for taking the league over. You know, Fuji started it, did a good job. He had stuff come up good with Opie, and Opie has. There's been some trials and tribulations and some things I think personally from being in it that need to change a little bit, but for the most part, he's willing to listen, and he's been busting his ass to make things better. And you know, he keeps us updated on the points, like right away and the finishing, and you know, congratulating everybody and recognizing the people that were battling for the championships. You know, it's hard work doing that stuff when you got to, you know, manage a page and do the points and post all the pictures and driver profiles. I wouldn't want to do it.
No, I hear you there. And you know, one other thing I wanted to bring up before we shut this broadcast down is they say Coach Wells started this league. I've never met Coach Wells. I've never talked to Coach Wells. I see he's in our chat. I've never seen Coach Wells talk. So I would be very interested to see what he thought of the league he started and where it's at now, and the personnel changes to the broadcast to all the crazy stuff that's went on since he started it till now. It probably looks completely foreign to him now. And just see if he's laughing, if he's pissed at us. I mean, what do you think his reaction is?
I don't know. I mean,
you probably never talked to him either, have you?
No, I'm until you just mentioned his name. I've never heard of the guy. I didn't even know he was in the chat. Of course, I don't go look at all the nicknames, but
from what I heard, he's the Godfather.
Whether he is laughing or whatever, he has to be proud of the progress it's making. I mean, there's some leagues out there that, you know, they have a broadcast every race, and you know, but a lot of them guys are the, whatever you want to call them, Premier League, NASCAR, Heat 704 guys, you know, that have the corporate sponsors come in and make them look good. And in my opinion, I've watched a couple of them, nothing against any of them guys that made it, because they all deserve to make it, because they're, you know, 50 of the best. But you see just as good a race, and sometimes if not better, in our Cup League as you do in them Pro League races. You know, I've watched a few of them that have been total shit shows, and I've been in a few of our races that were extremely good races that would make a fine Pro League race, you know.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And so, Coach Wells, if you're listening, you should be proud.
Well, I guess we'll sign off until next year.
Until next year, everybody who watched, thank you very much for watching. Congratulations to Dean Clavitt, El Blanco 42, Whiskey River number 7, Chevy, Camaro, Steel City, Miller Lite, Pendo Motorsports. We appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, we don't know what team he's on. He's switching. Congratulations to Mitch on the Cup Championship. He's the owner of American Badass Racing. Now I think it'll change names now, because over half the badasses are leaving. So
the badass is gone. It's just American Racing now. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate your teammate for your
buddy.
Tigger, and everything's been a lot of fun, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, folks.